I have a question for you guys. Abraham made such a big deal about not being able to go himself to find a wife for Isaac. He sends Eliezer, he sends his servant, and Eliezer says, God, if I ask somebody at the well for a drink and she gives me a drink, and not only gives me a drink, but says, hey, let me give your camels also, let that be a sign. And he goes up to the well, puts down his camels to rest, and immediately arrives Rebecca. She does exactly what he says. She gives him a drink. She says, let me give your camels a drink. And then he stands there and he wonders, is she really the one? Simple question. Why was it so easy? So easy. He asked God, this is the hint, the sign that I would like. And immediately she comes and it's so simple. And then he wonders, is she the right one? So I really wonder what you guys think about this, but I'll tell you, from my perspective, there's a couple of things going on here. First of all, you get less from less. Maybe it would have been more challenging and difficult for Abraham because he was someone that God expected more from. So when it came to Eliezer, he was able to find this precious hidden gem just by asking the right question, which leads me to the answer to the next point. Maybe sometimes in life you just need to ask the right question. And finally, such an amazing thing is taking place, and he says, maybe it's not her. How do I know for sure? What's that all about? Of course it's her. He should thank his lucky stars. This is an incredible discovery. Well, we have to remember, there's always room for Satan. There's always room for a trick. So when something looks so good, you know the saying, if it's too good to be true, maybe sometimes it's not. But he was smart, and he knew that he had to do a little bit more digging before he could feel confident, because it was too easy and it was too perfect. So then we have to ask, what else is at work here? So from this kind of perspective, you can see how originally it seems a little strange, but then when you delve into it, this is the beauty of the Torah, the beauty of the Bible, is that these stories, they teach you so much about life, so much about how to carve the way your mind works. It's an unbelievable, beautiful thing that I enjoy immensely, and I hope you guys do too. And I'm looking forward to hearing some feedback on this, because this is an incredible experience that this Eliezer got to have. Could you imagine, if you were there, what this entire thing looked like? This young girl bringing bucket after bucket after bucket for these camels that drink endlessly. And she was a little girl. But as I once heard Rabbi Avigdor Miller say, if you're not ready to look strange, you will never be great. On the way to greatness, people will think you're strange. And when this little girl was running back and forth, boy, must she have been a spectacle. Have a good one. Looking forward to your thoughts and comments.